What's going on, everyone? Good to be here. Nice Saturday. Got a gold score this Saturday, and yeah, some more of that jewelry, and this ring here would be one of those pieces that I want to get verified what it is before I actually end up selling it and everything. But it's a nice ring, 10 karat gold. That I know for sure, but I have no idea what the stones are in it. So I held off on selling it for now. What's going on, successful slave? I'm doing pretty good. How are you? How's your Saturday going? How's your weekend? What's going on, Arzu Enzu? Good to see ya. And yeah, planning on moving some of the profits from all the jewelry into some stuff like this fractional gold here. These little 1/10 of a gram bars or something. Yeah, honestly, as someone who just doesn't care about the analytics. What's going on, Johnny? Good to see ya. Hey, B2. Good to see ya, but yeah, as someone who doesn't care about any of the analytics or anything like that, I just hop on whenever I feel like it, whoever shows up. If it's a small crowd, I don't really care. I just want to come hang out with some people. What's going on, the Silver Referee? Yeah, I can schedule everything, do all of that, but I just don't care about the analytics, and it's more fun just to hop on, hang out, not have a schedule, post 2-3 videos a week, do a couple live streams or whatever whenever you feel like it. I feel like the schedule helps build the audience, but I kind of stopped all the schedule because I really don't care about the income. I just want to meet people, talk to people about all this. Oh yeah, there's a lot of flooding going on where I am. Apparently there's only a couple days left for fuel supply, but I'm gonna go refill some jerry cans after this, Johnny, so I'm not really too worried, but yeah, it's pretty crazy what's going on with all the flooding. Like, nothing's getting in, nothing's getting out, all the shelves are empty. Good luck getting anything. And yeah, I'm not taking part in the panic buying, though. I'm stocked up in a lot of emergency stuff, so yeah, I'm not really too worried. Then I also want to put some of the profits back in, get some fractional gold, though. Some more fun stuff, some of the coins. It's been a little bit since I have actually bid on. They haven't really put up coins, just jewelry lately, so. Although there is a coin auction. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm overly prepped, but I feel like I have more than enough to handle this kind of storm, Johnny. This kind of stuff I'm really not too worried about. But I think it's funny how we have an oil crisis right after we all decided we don't want a pipeline going in. Which I was telling people just a couple months ago. A bunch of friends just told them, like, wouldn't it be ironic if we had a big fuel crisis right after we all decided not to have the pipeline? And they all kind of laughed, and now it's kind of coming true. I've gotten a few texts about joking about that a couple months ago. I think it's funny, though. everyone knows it's a joke and everything, so yeah, none of my friends are taking offense to that. Yeah, well, for me, my route to work, coming back, it's all clear. What's going on? Vacation time. Good to see ya. It's also been a while since I've really done some investing because of the gold jewelry auctions I've been taking part in. So I'm kind of looking to move some more of the profits over there as well. What's going on, Big Apple Stacker? Good to see ya. How's it going? How's your Saturday? I'm also, because my brother knows a lot about gems, and there's a lot of gem auctions and everything. And he doesn't really have the cash to do what I'm doing with gold with the gems, so I kind of told him like I'll help finance that, bring him on, because I feel like there's so much more money to be made with gems as opposed to gold. Because he knows where to flip gems and stuff like that. I have no clue how to flip them and where to flip them. Like, I'm selling diamonds at maybe 1/10 of market value just because I have no other way to get money for them or anything. And I don't really want to stack diamonds. I'd rather take that and put it into gold or whatever. But he was saying he could get he's gonna get like at least 3/4 market value or whatever, and he could just drop it off at places in the same day and all that kind of stuff. So I thought, okay, I'm definitely gonna bring you on and start moving into the gems a bit, because it's a lot less popular and there's a lot less competition to get stuff. Like, I've seen 360 carats of ruby not get bid on because everyone knows it's a crazy deal, but nobody knows where to go sell it or anything. Gold, everyone wants gold. But that's why it's so easy for me to do that, because if nobody knows about it there, and everyone is, because they could be selling a bunch of fridges, and there could be like 5 gold chains mixed in randomly amongst the fridges and the auctions, so like being advertised as a bunch of fridges and TVs or something. So you get some crazy deals in that. Same as the assorted jewelry stuff that's just sold as assorted jewelry. You can't just start bidding on all of it, because a lot of it's just random costume jewelry and stuff, but if you go check it out in person, in almost every auction there's a thing that's just sold as for $25-50 as random assorted jewelry, and there's a bunch of gold in it. Like, I got one lot today for $50, but yeah, the melt value on the gold was 280 or something. Crazy. But it's funny how that works, though. If you have the knowledge about these kind of commodities and stuff like that, there's definitely some deals to be had out there. I actually bid on one thing of sterling silver because it's like $30 for like 10 ounces of sterling silver. You're not gonna sell it for a spot price because it's not pure and there's refining costs and all that, but I mean 10 ounces for $30, that's insane. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't get advertised at the way it should be or marketed the way it really should be. So there's some deals at the police auctions. Because you have to think about it. Nobody there it's not their stuff. Like, they're selling stuff that Like, they were a bunch of laborers just saying, let's just put this out there and see what we could get for it. They're not going through everything in detail. But I've also bought something that I saw an 18 karat stamp and it was only 18 karat gold plated, so I ended up losing some money on that. But I mean, you're gonna get burnt every once in a while, but yeah, there's definitely some crazy deals to be had, and you're probably gonna win overall. Another tip for that though is anything that's earrings with posts, if the posts are gold, like through and through, like they've never, don't start to change any color at all, it's probably real gold. I've never come across that. I've never seen stamps on it, but it's always tested as pure, like gold or whatever, like 18 karat gold, like there's pure gold in it. Successful slave, that's funny. Yeah, the fees are something I factor in, so I take whatever price, because there'd be like 30% on fees, right? In the police auctions I'm going to, and the jewelry auctions and stuff like that, estate auctions. I find the police auctions though are the best yielding, but definitely money to be made in all the other stuff too, but just the police auctions is a bunch of basically laborers with a labor mindset who just want to do a lazy job. They're not, it's not their money, right? So they're not worried about trying to get as much for it as possible. Estate sales and stuff, people are, it's kind of their money. Then they have like the stuff here around here, there's incentives to get more, right? So there's not as high yielding stuff and not as much opportunity there. Not TVs with jewelry in it, but like there'll be a bunch of TVs and like there'll be an auction for a bunch of TVs and a bunch of fridges or something at a police auction, and randomly there'll be like 5 different gold chains or gold bracelets or something in it. And you're thinking like, why would they put this in there? Nobody's expecting to see a gold chain when they click on this. Nobody's who is in the market for this is gonna find this. It's kind of funny the way it works, but those I find are the best yielding. Like this right here, that's a leftover that I didn't sell right away, which I still need to figure out what stones are in it. I don't want to sell it before I figure that out, because it's real gold, so they're not going to put a bunch of fake stuff in real gold. It's kind of like, that's not too common for that to be done. Although with earrings, there's a lot of zirconia gold earrings, so that's one thing to watch out for. Oh, can't see it? I don't know if this is any better, but yeah, they sell a lot of vehicles there, and I'm sure that there's probably the odd one with a bunch of drugs crammed away somewhere. There's police that have seized vehicles and like after they've done the searches and stuff realize that there's hidden compartments and stuff with handguns in it. Like, that's made the news around here multiple times. And there's a lot of stuff at police auctions right now because I'm trying to take advantage from, because apparently what's going on is there's a lot of people from Toronto getting coming over to Vancouver and stuff like that who are gangsters there and getting busted here. And yeah, then the police end up with all of their stuff because they have no way to prove that they didn't get it through other gang ties and all that, so Yeah, I think I definitely need more light. I need to work on my setup here. I want to get something to mount on my wall so it can just shine straight down. What's going on, the breeze? I think it's actually a bunch of different colored sapphires, but I have no clue. I'm just guessing. I have no idea. It could be topaz. Topaz is pretty common to see in 10 karat gold. If it's 14 karat or higher, it starts out with the topaz, but 10 karat, you could see a lot of topaz in 10 karat gold. It looks like it's fairly worn, so it's probably pretty old, the breeze. Good evening, Seamuron. How's it going? Yeah, there is a gold coin, 20 Corona gold coin that I'm looking forward to, and I'm gonna try to just instantly bid it right up to the bid beneath melt value and hope I get it. Because I know that that's not gonna go cheap, any kind of golden coins. Same as all the other silver stuff that they have a bunch of world coins and stuff. I don't know much about world coins. I'm not sure if there's anything I should be keeping an eye out for. But I feel like the coins are more of a stacking thing though than a flipping thing for myself. I try not to sell any of the coins. They do have jewelry stuff here. I don't really know much about any gemstones, but I know my brother knows a bunch about it, and I know there's an item that... Like, I was telling him about items that nobody wanted to bid on, and he was looking at me like I was nuts for passing it up. So... yeah. I'm hoping that he could, financing his thing and everything a bit could help bring in some extra income and help. That'll be a short-term thing though, and I'll also just help get him out of a rough spot in life, and then he could start doing it on his own or whatever. But I feel like he could be very successful with that. I kind of showed him a bit of what I was doing and everything, and yeah, so I kind of told him just let the gold be my hustle, and I won't touch your gemstones and everything like that, and yeah, because there's a few items that he was saying that nobody wanted to bid on, that he's pointing out that were gonna be coming up in a future auction. And they're gonna try to resell it in a later date or whatever, but yeah, I think I could get like a couple $1,000 plus items for like 25-50 bucks or something ridiculously cheap like that. Or at least he can. But that's the thing about them, they're not popular, so they're not as liquid. That's why I have no idea where I'd go to sell anything even remotely close to market value. The gold, I feel like, getting close to melt value, you give someone else a deal, and I find most of the time people resell the stuff that I sell to them, which I think is kind of it works out nice because it's basically I instantly flip it, so I could get like basically starting to take profits, moving it over and back into gold and just increasing the stack. But selling the jewelry, because I'm selling, the way I see it is I sell it at a percentage of spot price. So if, let's say you're selling it at 90% of spot price. If it goes up $1 in value, you're only gaining 90 cents. So I'd rather take that hit or whatever short term and then just get the full value of gold in the end. There's other stuff that has some good yielding stuff too. I find the estate auctions, if it's ran by a third party, it's not too good, but if it's ran by the people who are, like, they're doing auctioning off their own estate that they've inherited or something like that and auctioning off things in it, that could be very high yielding, and they don't really do the full things or whatever. They don't really fully understand how to market their items and everything. So there's some really good deals to be had there. Also, like, with all the flooding in my area, there's a lot of stores that have just been wiped out and everything, so there could be jewelry stores, auctions that are coming up. Just a jewelry store is being flooded or something, has to shut down or whatever. And now it's basically liquidation prices on gold. And people don't think of it as stacking gold or whatever because it's jewelry. They think about what they like, what has visual appeal to them. Whereas someone like me just sees free money. Yeah, vacation time, there's quite a few power tools, machinery at the police auctions. I'm trying to get a new set of Milwaukee tools just for the batteries. There's like 3 6.0 batteries and like, I'm pretty sure I could pick it up for anywhere between 100 to 200 bucks. So I'm gonna try to get that if I can. So you think about those batteries, they're like over 100 bucks each. If I get 3 for less than 200, not too bad. Thanks for stopping by, Successful Slave. Good to see you. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I should go back and keep an eye out, because a lot of this stuff I don't think many people, like the world coins. The Canadian stuff I think a lot of people will know about. The American coins a lot of people will know about, but a lot of the world coins I think will go really cheap. Just because not a whole lot of people will, not as many people are going to know about that as the Canadian and American coins. I really don't know much about anything other than Canadian and American coins. But yeah, I know the Mexican coins, they go for a lot of money. I feel like if I could get any old Spanish silver for cheap, I'm definitely gonna take advantage of that. But you can't actually go and check out what they have, though. and everything in person. You can see a list of things online, but you can't actually see it in person or anything till the day before. So, what's going on, Marty's nuts about digging? Good to see you. But yeah, because you can't see it until the day before, it's kind of hard to, if you can't go there that day. Like a lot of the gold items, I feel like I had to pass up on at today's auction because I couldn't make it there yesterday. Because Mini Meal's got his Friday Night Basketball and everything that he's in, so yeah, I didn't want to be rushing around. I probably could have gone there quickly and rushed around and everything, but I just felt like I probably was going to make it anywhere and just try to do too much at once. So I didn't bid on a few items that I was wanting to check out the weight on and everything, bring a scale. Yeah, they also had a couple gold coins, a 20 Corona and a 20 Franc. I'm gonna go after the Corona. The 20 Franc, I feel like I'm not gonna be winning that one though, because it's really, really, really nice, and I feel like the Francs are a lot more popular. And I feel like there's definitely gonna be someone who knows the value of that coin, where the Corona, I don't think there's going to be anyone that actually knows the value of the coin. They might bid it up near gold melt value, but I'm just instantly going to bid it up to the melt value and hope nobody outbids. There could be anywhere from about 40 to 200 of people that show up. I noticed the jewelry auctions, it's a lot of people who are jewelers that show up, so if you bid right, so that the next bid increment they have to go above where they like to buy their jewelry at, you typically get a lot of this stuff. And you could just easily snag a bunch of volume and drop it off all the stuff that you don't think you could possibly sell there, like right back over them at a higher price. And all the stuff that you can sell for more or whatever. Yeah, it's typically some really nice stuff. Like this ring, I think I'm gonna get more than... I think I get more than melt value for this, but I want to... It depends on the stones, though. If it's topaz, I'm just gonna, like, slightly under melt value, I'd be happy. If it's a bunch of colored sapphire or something like that, I'd be wanting to get a bit more than melt value. So that's kind of the thing though, but that's where we gotta get everything verified, but I know it's 10 karat for sure. Yeah, I've got a crazy fat 22 karat gold chain right now that I set aside to sell for more. It's a bit over a half ounce of gold in it, so yeah, that thing's nice. I was surprised that went for cheap. And it's a really nice chain, so I'm trying to get a decent amount more than gold for it, and I think it will definitely get a lot more than gold melt value for it. That's the funny thing, fractional gold coins, they have a higher premium and everything. The smaller the chain, the harder it is to sell. The bigger the gold chain, the more gold that's in the chain, the more everyone wants it. It's crazy. It's the exact opposite of what you would expect. It depends on the item. If it's a smaller thing like earrings, I just bid low, and I'm willing to let it go, and everything like that. A lot of things like the gold coin and stuff, I'm just gonna instantly bid. Or, like, after the fees and everything, like $300 Canadian should get me right under the gold melt value, with a decent amount like below, so that the like you have to bid $65 higher all said and done next bid increment. So that would take him just over the gold melt value, so I'm hoping to get it right below. It all depends on the item. I feel like a lot of people would take gold coins at melt value all day long. The jewelry, it's a bit harder to get melt value for, though. What's going on, couple stacks? What's going on, number one thug? But yeah, it's kind of a different thing than I'm normally used to, because I have no idea what half the gems I've been pulling out of this stuff's worth. I've been pulling out like colored diamonds and stuff like that. I'm just finding out today like red diamonds are crazy valuable, and I was willing to give them away for like nothing. But I still have no idea where I'd go to sell, like, blue diamonds or pink diamonds or anything like that. But I think that's the next step with all of this gold jewelry and everything. But crazy how that comes extra on top of the profits. Yeah, there's like blue diamonds, and there's like the fancy colored diamonds and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm hoping to get I'm gonna go after this 1.75 carat black diamond earring set. But I know nothing about black diamonds, but I'm thinking like the diamonds about 1.75 carat weight total. If I bid like up to $200, I'm probably gonna get it, and that's probably well below what the diamonds are worth. And there's the gold that you could sell and just pull the diamonds off and see the diamonds as the profit. Crazy the way that works. But when they put it in the mix with a bunch of like TVs and fridges and everything, and then randomly there'll be, okay, there's these like 14 karat black diamond earrings. They go extremely cheap, because nobody who wants to buy earrings was gonna click on a fridge and TV auction. But I think I'm gonna hop off here fairly soon, but yeah, maybe we should find someone to raid. I have no idea who's live right now, but let's take a look here. Is Plumber Stacker? Yeah, let's go raid Plumber Stacker as we hop off here. Let's drop the fours and the beavers in the chat. Plumber is great, and yeah, I had to go onto the stream to post it, but yeah, he's helped me a lot throughout his time here on YouTube. Great guy, and I will see you over there.